Take a comfortable seat, adjusting something that needs to be adjusted to make your posture a bit more comfortable. So maybe moving your shoulders, your neck, relaxing your head, neck and shoulders. And people very often ask, what is a good posture to meditate? Basically, there are traditional postures to meditate, like cross-legged, half lotus, like I'm sitting, or in a position of a sort of Japanese prayer, Virasana position, with sitting on the knees. But basically, for meditation, we need a posture which is comfortable, where we can sit straight, with a spine tall and straight, but still relaxed. So if for you the cross-legged position or Virasana position does not work, feel free to take a moment to sit next to the wall, maybe with the legs straight. As long as your chest is slightly open, your posture is relaxed, and your spine is long, anything will work, provided those conditions are met. And we're going to take a couple of deep breaths through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Feel free to add the sound or visualization as we've done before. Also relaxing your throat, your jaw, checking in with your body. And then we settle in the natural tempo of our breath, natural rhythm of our breath. Feeling an energetic lift in your spine, so your sitting bones are on the ground, your shoulders are relaxed and rolling backwards. Your chest is slightly lifted, the sternum is slightly lifted. And with your eyes closed, you can feel your tall spine. You can trace this line of energy from the sitting bones, from the base of your spine, up to the crown of your head. And we take a few moments to set the intention for this practice. So remember a positive statement in the present tense for something that you would like to manifest more in your life. And you can stick to the same intention each time you practice until this intention really manifests itself visibly in your life as you desire. It can be a different intention. Repeat it silently to yourself 3 times. And then we're going to open our eyes, soft gaze, and I invite you to change your cross-legged position, so maybe placing the other leg in front. And we're going to move into a specific pranayama exercise. With those people who joined lunch sessions on site, we practiced several times this type of pranayama exercise. So make yourself extra comfortable. We're going to stay here for something like 3-5 minutes. So I'm going to sit on a blanket to make sure that my knees can relax down and I can really be stable in my position, because the only thing I would like to do is to focus on my breath. So today we're going to focus on harmonizing energies within our body. And we're going to use alternating nostril breathing pranayama. So we're going to use our right hand to close our nostrils, and we're using only their thumb and their index finger and the ring finger. The other 2 fingers are not used, so you can place them maybe in the middle of your head, so somewhere in the area of eyebrows, or just hold the fingers rolled into the palm. And you're gonna find the spot on your nose which is a bit bony, so it's just above the nostril, so not on the right of that nostril itself, but kind of just above. It's a bony part that you can sense, and when you press lightly there on both sides, you can feel that your nostril closes. So the alternating nostril breathing is performed in the following way. We're gonna first exhale together, and then we're gonna close our right nostril with the thumb, and we're gonna inhale through the left nostril, close it with the index finger, and exhale through the right nostril, opening up. Inhale in right nostril, closing right nostril, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing, exhaling right. Inhaling right, closing right, opening left, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing left, opening right, exhaling. Inhaling right, closing right, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing left, exhaling right. Inhaling right, closing, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing, exhaling right. Inhaling right, closing, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing, exhaling right. Inhaling right, closing, exhaling left. Inhaling left, closing, exhaling right. And continue for a few rounds. I will let you breathe using this alternating nostril breathing on your own. So continue alternating the sides for a couple of more rounds. And then I invite you to release your right hand and relax both hands on your laps or knees. And just continue breathing through alternating nostrils using your mental attention. So inhaling your left nostril, momentarily holding the breath, and exhaling through the right nostril. Inhaling right nostril, holding and exhaling left nostril. Just with your attention, so no closing of the nostrils. Inhaling left nostril, holding, exhaling right. Inhaling right, and exhaling left. And then release your attention, so take a couple of normal breaths, sensing the tip of your nostrils, your nose. And then we're gonna finish our pranayama exercise by opening the eyes and releasing everything. So shake your legs. This pranayama exercise is practiced to harmonize the energy, and either in Pingala, one of the two main nadis in the body that represents solar and lunar energy. And the central channel energy, Sushumna, runs through our spine. So breathing, alternating through alternating nostrils helps to move the energy into the central channel. And actually all the practice of yoga is directed to move the energy towards Sushumna, the central nadi channel. And in the meantime, we're gonna go on all fours. So we're gonna activate our spine. And that's where the central channel runs through. So Sushumna runs through the spine, from the base of the spine until the crown of the head. And we exhale around our back. And we inhale, lift our chest up. So easy cats and cows poses here. Follow your breath. Breathing through the nose only. Exhaling, rounding, pushing the floor away through your palms. And inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the head up. Few more rounds. And one more. And then we're gonna stop in the middle. So adjust your position so your hands are right under your shoulders, fingers spread. Your knees are hip width apart, and the feet, the back of the feet are on the ground. So the toes are untucked. And we're gonna move into the balance, so extending the right arm forward, and then extending the left leg back. Engage your abdominal muscles here, and press the left hand firmly into the hand, and look forward. So bring the right arm and the left leg parallel to the floor. And continue breathing, engaging your abdominals. And we do a couple of rounds of abdominal exercises here. So we exhale and bring the right elbow and left knee underneath the body, and we lift everything up as we inhale, exhaling and inhaling up. So you can start moving a bit faster, so really pumping up energy here. And one more time, and placing everything back and changing sides. So take it slowly. First establish the balance, spread your fingers on the floor, firm grip with the right hand, extending the left arm forward, right leg back, and stay here, engaging the abdominal muscles. Don't hang in your lower back, looking forward. A really long leg, and then we do our abdominal exercise. So exhaling, left elbow, right knee underneath the body, and pump up the energy. Inhaling up, exhaling. Two more rounds. And then place everything back. And for a moment, open your knees wide, and we're gonna go into child pose. So extending the fingers forward, lengthening the spine, and going down. Maybe with your forehead on the ground. Allow sufficient space in between your knees, so you can drop your chest closer to the ground. So restore your breath. Relaxed belly here, so use your diaphragmatic breathing starting from the belly all the way to the collarbones. And a few more breaths here. And on the next inhale, we're gonna come back to our tabletop position. So once again, adjust the position of your knees and your hands. So hands under the shoulders. And we're gonna go into the side, the variation of the side plank. So we're gonna bring the weight towards the right side and extend the left foot on the ground. And we can start here by opening up the chest, so the right side of our body is parallel to the floor, and we stay here. We will bring the left arm up, and if it's possible, we're gonna look towards the ceiling, towards our left fingertips. So the left foot is flat on the ground, the top leg above, And we stay here, so pressing firmly. Or if you are up to the adventure today, we're gonna start bringing the right leg across the mat towards the side. So pressing firmly and bringing the right leg towards the right side. So lifting up the hips a bit higher here, breathing, and then placing everything back. And we change sides. So first establishing a good starting position, so firm grip on your hands, and weight on the left side, and we place the right foot flat on the ground. And we start slowly, so first opening up our chest and bringing the right arm up and staying here. And if you are up to adventure, feel free to move into this modified side plank pose with the left leg, the bottom leg towards the side. Keep on pressing the hips up and then releasing everything. And once again, we're gonna open our knees maybe a bit wider than the size of the mat, so a bit wider than the hips, and we move into child pose. Few breaths here to restore the breath. And once again, on a big inhale, we're gonna come back to our tabletop position. And from the tabletop position, we're gonna move into down facing dog, so curling our toes under, and we press our hips back, and pressing the hands into the mat, we're gonna start lifting our hips and straightening our legs. So push your chest towards your thighs, and once you are straightening your legs, or almost straightening your legs as your hamstrings permit, you start bending one leg at a time, so walking your dog, and all the fingers are spread and pressing firmly into the ground. The base of your index finger and the base of your thumb are firmly pressed into the ground. And from the down facing dog, we're gonna move into plank position. And from the plank position, we're gonna move into balance. So we're gonna lift the right leg few inches off the ground and hold it here for a few breaths. So the left leg is straight, the left heel is pressing away to the back of the room, and we place the right foot back. So adjusting something, firm grip, and then lifting the left leg few inches off the ground. Strong leg, strong abdominal muscles, and then we place back and we press back into down facing dog. So if you need to move into down facing dog, feel free to do that. And we're gonna do one pose in a down facing dog. So on one leg, the dog, we're gonna bring the right leg up and bend the right knee and open the right hip as much as possible. So rotate the right hip towards the side while your shoulders stay facing forward. So don't open up the body, just the right hip is opening up. And then we bring the right knee back into neutral and place the right foot back. Left side, left leg up, left knee bent, and opening up the left hip. Few breaths here. And then we're gonna bring the left leg back, and we move to sit on our heels, and we move our shoulders, interlacing the fingers behind. We're gonna open up the chest, looking up. Few breaths here, dropping the head back if your leg does not complain. And then we're gonna interlace the hands in front and squeeze our chest. One more round, interlacing the hands behind, opening the chest. And then the other elbow comes on top and we move our fingers backwards and squeezing everything. And then we shake our shoulders, maybe waving our shoulders, our hands, arms side to side. And we're gonna sit towards the side of our mat. And we're gonna move next into modification of the pigeon pose. So we bring the right shin parallel to the front of the mat if you're sitting to the front of the mat, or 90-degree angle between the right shin and the right quadriceps. And we bend the left knee and we bring the left leg back. So if you look, you have two sort of squares. You can build the squares in between your legs, and you try to sit a little bit more towards the center. So you're not falling too much towards the right side if you have the right leg forward. So adjusting something that you need to be adjusted. And then we're gonna simply lean forward. So it's a modification of the pigeon. So we maybe staying on the fingertips in front, maybe going on your elbows, maybe going all the way with the head towards the floor with an extended arm. So feel free to stay in any variation of this pose. So just staying on the fingertips is great. Focusing on external and internal rotation of the hips here, and some of us will feel it more in the right leg, and some of us in the left side hip. So see what you need to do to make this pose still challenging but accessible. And if you, after a couple of breaths, find more space to go, move forward, maybe over this right leg, feel free to use this opportunity and move a little bit deeper into the pose. Few more breaths here. And on the inhale, we use the hands to push ourselves up, and we change sides. So we bring the left leg forward, right knee moves backward, and once again adjust yourself if you need to sit a little bit towards the center, so you start feeling also more in your right hip, and just move into the position where you feel that the pose is accessible to you. And then maybe moving on your fingertips to lean forward. Maybe you just support yourself on the fingertips here. Maybe you are moving into your elbows. Maybe all the way with the head and the forehead on the ground. So just see what is working today. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. The breath is an indicator how deep you are in the pose. If your breath starts being punctuated, if you are struggling for the breath, maybe you're going too far, too deep. So you should be able to continue breathing quietly in the pose for maximum benefit. A last breath here. And then we're gonna lift ourselves using the hands, pressing the floor away. And we're gonna relax the legs for a moment, so shake everything. If you need to do windshield wipers, it may feel nice in your hips, in your glutes. So feel free to do that. And we're gonna finish with a seated twist today. So we're gonna bring the left leg forward. And we bring the right knee in, and then we step the right foot over the left leg. So maybe this is first variation. So for some of the people, maybe this is the best position, and we're gonna grab with our left elbow, wrap around the right knee, placing the right hand behind, and then first lifting the chest, and we start twisting towards the right, and the left toes are active, so moving towards the face. And if you would like to take another variation, which is also fine if your left knee does not complain, you bend the left knee. So you are sitting like this, and you first grab this left, with the left elbow, your right knee, and placing the right hand behind. The action in the twist is the same in both variations, and just more intense for the hips, this position. And of course, if your left knee or right knee is uncomfortable, it's best to have the bottom leg straight. And remember, as in all twists, we first elongate the spine, making it tall, and from this long spine we start twisting. So never twist from the round spine. And we try to keep both sitting bone on the ground, regardless of variation you are using. Each inhale elongating the spine, and each exhale letting go and twisting just a bit more. One more breath. And we exhale, and we do a little contour twist, so bringing both hands on the left side and just a little bit twisting towards the left. And back to the center. And we change sides, so if you're sitting like me, you can also make a little trick. So if your both knees are bent, you're gonna place the hands outside of the right foot, so the open side, turning towards the left side, and we're gonna just move on our toes. So we don't lift the toes, we just cross over in a different way. So you are automatically in a new position. And if you have your leg straight, then your right leg is forward and it's straight, and the left knee is over, the left foot is over the right leg. And we're gonna repeat the twist on the left side. So first bringing this left knee in, lifting the chest, left hand behind, propping yourself up to sit tall, and we start twisting on the exhale. So inhaling, lifting, exhaling, releasing in a twist. And the big toes, all the toes of the left foot are flat on the ground, so you are pressing through the balls of your left foot into the ground. So the toes are not lifting, they're pressing down. One more breath here. And then we release, and we do a little contra twist. So both hands towards the right side, and just gently rotate towards the right. And then shake everything. We are ready to move to Shavasana. So moving to our final relaxation. If you need to cover yourself with something to make you extra comfortable and warm, please feel free to do that. And otherwise, bringing your legs slightly apart, allowing your feet to relax, bringing your arms away from the body at 45 degrees or so, palms facing up, moving your shoulder blades closer to the center of the back, and taking a couple of breaths, inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And then settling with your natural breath. And start scanning your body for any sensation of the tension or any specific sensation that the body is sending to you. Starting from your right foot, your right knee, and your right hip. your middle area, the belly, lower abdomen. And then left foot, the left ankle and left knee, left hip, back to the lower belly, the solar plexus, and you move further with your attention towards the chest, feeling both sides of your chest, your right shoulder, your right elbow, right wrist, and your left shoulder, left elbow and left wrist. Momentarily bringing both your lower body and the upper body, the sensations of heaviness, and letting go in the entire body. Feeling your body heavy on the floor, heavy and relaxed. And finally, bringing attention to your face, your jaws, the inside of your mouth, your lips, cheeks, and eyes. Relaxing your forehead and feeling your entire head very heavy. And the brain relaxed. And in a few moments you will start taking deeper breaths in and out. Making small movements in your fingers and toes. Giving yourself a big stretch, extending the arms over the head. And in your own rhythm, moving to your right or left side and staying there for a few breaths. And helping yourself up to sitting position. So taking a moment to adjust your seat so you can sit tall but still relaxed, with an open chest, straight spine and relaxed shoulders. Closing your eyes again, tuning in with your breath. Maybe out of curiosity noticing which nostril is open more. Is it your left nostril or is it your right nostril that feels freer to breathe in and out? And we bring to our mind the intention we set for this practice. So repeat this intention silently 3 times to yourself, helping your mind to become more focused. And then we're gonna keep our eyes closed, but gonna start creating a lot of heat in between our palms. So rubbing our palms against each other until it becomes really, really hot. And then placing the palms over our eyes. And then very slowly opening the eyes and moving the palms away from the face. Still feeling the warmth, the energy streaming from our palms. And bringing the hands in front of the chest. And Namaste, opening the eyes.